Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Lauren Sizzle, and you are now tuned in to one of the hottest talk shows in the nation. We Talk Weekly's After the Talk.
I'm Classy Lady Sparkle. You want to binge listen to our shows? Follow the We Talk Weekly's podcast on iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Spreaker.
What up, folks? This your boy Charles Gregory. Make sure to follow us on all our socials at We Talk Weekly.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Lily. So make sure you keep it locked to We Talk Weekly on 106.5 FM.
Someone to whom I have a tremendous amount of respect for, Lauren Sizzle. Why don't you tell me who do we have today?
So we have founder of Black Women Empowered, an organization with over 3 million followers across platforms. Dr. Jacqueline King was born in North Carolina and now resides in Indiana. She went to college, majored in business administration, and worked for an electric company for over 25 years. After retirement, Dr. King started Black Women Empowered. This was over 10 years ago after watching Black Girls Rock on BET. She started in a group on Facebook with just over 200 women. That same group today has over 200,000 women. Since then, she's launched several Facebook pages with millions of followers. She has over 70,000 followers on Instagram, over 100,000 followers, 100,000 on Pinterest, over 200,000 on LinkedIn, just under 3,000 on Twitter, and over 10,000 on TikTok. Those are some numbers right there. Black Women Empowered is a social media ministry network, and Dr. King has spent years empowering women and men to love themselves and to love and support one another. She started the nonprofit Black Women Empowered Safe Haven to help homeless, struggling women, specifically veterans, with a strong focus on domestic violence and mental illness. Let's give a warm welcome for Dr. Jacqueline King.
Yeah.
Hey, hello.
Quite a portfolio. It's quite a portfolio.
Thank you. How's everyone?
Everyone is great. Can you hear us?
I can hear you just fine.
There you go. You're green right now because we celebrating the Eagles right now, so everything's green.
Okay. Look, I'm a New Jersey girl. You know, I ain't mad at it.
Yes.
No doubt. There you go. So first and foremost, how are you? We like to start with that. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Fantastic. Black women. I want to start with, what was your interest in seeing, or what made you see that there was a need, right? And you take the steps to execute in that need.
Well, I mean, just seeing how sometimes we struggle supporting one another. We kind of, have this competition thing going. And for me, it's not about competition because there's enough for everybody. And I hated seeing sisters, not supporting one another or cutting each other down or whatever. So I wanted to show the world that we can come together and we can support each other and we can uplift and encourage each other.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And so when you say, you wanted to show that, what was it that you saw, right, that made you say, what is going on here? I'm seeing that, women are not amplifying each other enough. You're seeing this mentality of no support. I mean, where did you see that, and why did you feel that it was a need to, address those issues? Yeah.
Well, if you look at the reality shows, which I don't watch, and I don't know, it seems like they always had Black women fighting each other.
That's true.
And that was the picture that, society saw us as. We're angry Black women. So, I mean, you could see it on social media. You can see it everywhere. But that was so obvious. That's why I refused to watch the Atlanta Wives and all of those, because that's what, people see that and they're thinking that this is how we live every day. We can't even get along with each other.
Wow. So I think that's a challenge for me as well. I hate that we have that stigma that, we don't support each other and we're always tearing each other down. But I just thought about something. As far as like the pandemic, over the pandemic, a lot of people had the chance to kind of like, either reinvent themselves or kind of have this moment of self-awareness and just figuring themselves out. Has the pandemic made your job any easier when working with Black women than it did before? Because now it's like some of us are more calm because we've been by ourselves, so we had the time to reflect and all that. Has it had any bearings on whether it's harder or not for you to work with women, Black women?
Well, honestly, I've never had a problem working with anybody. It was the issue wasn't me. If I could just be real, it was what I saw, and I do see more of a unity, I think, since the pandemic. But we still have a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts on like how Black women are portrayed in the media or on TV? Because you did mention the reality TV, and that's something that kind of bothers me as well when I see Black women on there, and there is a certain image that these particular people that they look for reality TV that they have to portray, just so that they draw in more people or a bigger audience. Like
about the numbers.
Yes. It to me, I just kind of cringe every time I see them because I'm thinking like how it makes my job harder to be recognized as, like either entrepreneur or Black women, not just me, but Black women in general, how it makes our jobs harder to be taken serious as an entrepreneur or what, our respective careers or whatever we're trying to do. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I recently partnered with a woman that you may or may not know. Her name is Kathleen Trigg Jones, and you might want to have her on your show. She has iWoman TV. It is an amazing program that she has different women come on, and everything is positive. And she's the only one that I really know. I'm not saying no one else is doing it, but has their own TV network that's not focusing on the negatives, but everything is positive. And her show, she embraces all women. But Black Women Power, we're partnering with her, and we're going to be doing some stuff with her. But that is something that we need to concentrate on because all Black women are not angry. We don't hate each other. I mean, we don't fight, each other like they see on TV. I don't like it. I never even liked what's the one that she played the president's mistress.
I'm looking right at her face. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well,
Kerry Washington.
Yes. I can't think of what the name of the show is, but I wouldn't even watch that. People are like, "Oh, this is the best thing." Well, no, it's not the best thing because now you're portraying a sister as being a mistress to a white man.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't do that.
Yeah, and sometimes that's difficult, some of those roles for people to watch. Like a lot of people were kind of like taken aback by Halle Berry in Monsters Ball. Like what?
That's right.
Yes. But what do you say to I guess women that, because there are some women out there that they are suffering from some type of PTSD from another woman or Black woman, and they're trying to get through that. Like what encouragement would you give them to be able to open up and to accept other Black women or to work with them?
I'm a Christian, and I make no I have no problem telling anyone letting them know this is who I am. And for me, I mean, people hate on me. I have a whole list of haters. I ignore it. I don't listen to the noise because God is my source. God is my guide. I believe his word. And I believe the Bible says, with love have I drawn thee. And so if I'm going to show the love, even to those who don't like me, eventually they're either going to leave or they're going to come, they're going to come in the fold. And that's the way it is. You can't get caught up on people because people will fail you, on a regular basis, but God never will.
Hmm. So, what has inspired you to continue going? Because a lot of people have, you've been doing this for a long time, and a lot of people have given up, for whatever reasons, the pandemic and all that. What inspires you to keep going?
It is my call. It's a call on my life. And the reason that most entrepreneurs fail is because they don't see results immediately.
Hmm.
You have to keep going. You will get nowhere if you keep stopping and starting and starting. And that's what a lot of people do. They get a vision 1 month, and the next month it's another vision, and the next month. And so at the end of the day, they have accomplished nothing. So you have to stick to it. If you know without a doubt that God has given you this vision and this purpose, I always say, God does not give you a vision without a provision. And so he will provide everything it is that you need to fulfill it, if that's the case that he actually gave it to you. But you have to trust him, and you have to stick with it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I have a quick question, because I think I always consider it being a narrative or some type of, I hate to use the word propaganda, but what I have been seeing lately is an uptick of communication or media that's put out there that is pitting black men and black women against each other, right? And again, I hate to use the word conspiracy or agenda, right? But I'm seeing more of it, and I'm not seeing anything that contrasts that. And so I would like to know, what's your thoughts on where you believe the current state of our people are, right? And how we can, pivot with this idea or even fix whatever those issues are.
Yeah, unfortunately, I spent, as you know, almost 26 years in a white male dominated industry, the electric and gas company, working with engineers. And what I
Jeez.
saw is that, if I can just be real, and I don't
Please
know
do. Please do.
anything else other than real, um, the white men don't want black men to succeed. They want to keep our black men down. This is the plan. And so, if you notice, after George Floyd, it changed things where they're seeking to help black people. But if you look at it, it's mostly black women.
Mm.
You don't see them like saying, "Okay, we need some good, strong black men." They're
Men.
doing the women. This is reality, and this is carefully planned because they're intimidated by black men. So for me, I feel like the sisters have to step up to the plate and help our men, because nobody else is going to do it.
Yeah.
You have literally mirrored everything that I have been saying. Because what's happening is there's not only our women, but it's everyone else pointing fingers at black men now. And it's literally becoming this burden that we're bearing and feel like we have no one to help. And so I appreciate you saying that, because it just affirmed some of the thoughts that we have been having. I know, Sizzle, you had a question.
But wait a minute, let me just finish.
Sure.
A lot of people don't know that I also started Black Men Empowered. If you go to Facebook, we have 50,000 men on our Black Men Empowered page, and I have a group of men that lead that as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, can
Thank
you
for
tell us
that.
a little
Yeah,
bit
sure.
about that?
Yeah, so it's a few ministers, and they get together and they talk about men stuff. I told them I started the page, but I can't lead the page because I'm not a black man. So I need black men to lead it. And they get together and they do talks and they talk about things that affect black men. And they're working on some programs, a little slower than us women, but that's okay.
Yeah.
They'll get there. We're supporting them.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Can you, I guess, I like that you said, that black men need to be supported, because there's a lot of black women out here that they are, a quote unquote, black woman scorn. Not all of them, but, there are some. And they like to tear down the black man instead of helping to build them up. How important do you feel that, black women should utilize, especially those that have been put in a position to where they can open doors for other black men? How important is it that they use their, platform, their position or whatever to, be open, help to open doors and opportunities for other black men?
It's not even an option anymore. It should be mandatory because nobody else is going to do it. We know this. And I'm all for the sisters. Now, don't get me wrong. I love seeing my queens excel. But we cannot just go and forget about our brothers. We have sons, we have nephews, we have cousins, all of that. And if we're in a position to help them, we should. That's why I started. But, somebody on Facebook said to me, and this is why I started Black Men in Power. Well, what about the black men? And I was like, well, okay.
Yeah,
So I started the page. And, it's not where the women's page is, but 50,000 is nothing to sneeze at either.
Absolutely.
And so if any of the brothers want to get involved, they can go on there and inbox Bishop Kevin Whitaker is over that page and get involved. See what, contribute. And the sisters, they come on the page and they support the brothers. I have a lot of black men in my on my network. If you go there, go see it. I really do. And then, of course, you all know that I just partnered with Matthew Knowles. We'll talk about that. I know you guys want to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
We definitely want to talk about that. But real quick, can you repeat, because a friend to the show actually jumped on. He said, I do men's ministry. I need this. Where can he go, Jeff, to find more about this?
So actually, if he wants to, he can email me. He can go to the page, but it'll be better if he goes to blackwomenempowered.org and send me an email, and I'll connect him with the brothers.
Fantastic. Yeah. Go ahead, Sizzle.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to know if you could describe a little bit of the work that you're doing when it comes specifically to military women, veteran women.
Right. So if you go to bwesafehaven.org, we've had our nonprofit for about 11 years, and we do a lot of work with domestic violence. We feed the veterans, and actually we do a lot with the men veterans too. We pay people's light bills. You'll see some of the letters where we phone bills. We have partnerships with Community Harvest Food Pantry in Fort Wayne here. We have a partnership with the Rescue Mission. So we do a lot of work because we get donations. When we go live, our ministers go live, they send in donations. And nobody's on salary. Everybody's volunteer. And that's including me. So we send the money that we get in out to help other people.
So, I have to pivot back a little bit because I want to talk about Mr. Knowles' situation. I gotta talk about that. Why don't you tell us that, where did that begin? Where did that start? And kind of the work that you're doing with that right now. I mean, because I'm excited about that. You're doing some great work. And I know that's one of the things that, has been highlighted and amplified because it's a great deal, right? And so I want you to talk a little bit more about that, but how you actually got involved with that. Like, walk me through it.
So I'm going to say people don't understand the art of networking. Networking is so crucial. I learned that when I was working for the electric company, how crucial it is to network. Because one thing I can tell you is if you're in corporate America, if you're not networking, you're not going anywhere. Because somebody has to be your cheerleader. Somebody has to see you. You have to get your work out there in front of people. So, having said that, Dr. Knowles and I actually both got our doctorates from the same Bible college here in Fort Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the keynote. I have an honorary doctorate and an earned doctorate. And he was the keynote speaker when I got my honorary doctorate. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but we were connected on LinkedIn. So I sent him an inbox and said, hey, Dr. Knowles, can I get an interview with you? And he said, sure. So I've interviewed him twice. And then I went in again and I said, well, how about you come on my page and do some empowerment? And he came on for about 3 months and did Empowered Fridays with Dr. Knowles.
Wow.
Then I went back again and said, well, look, I need to monetize this thing. And he said, let me think about it.
Right.
And I didn't hear from him for a while. I said, no, he ain't coming back. and he did. He had his assistant write me and says, she emailed me and says, Dr. Knowles wants a meeting with you. And I can say the rest is history. We brainstormed and came up with what we could do to help people and make some money at the same time. And that's what we did. And we've become so close.
Wow.
He calls himself my big brother. And he says, I'm a single woman. He goes, well, whoever you date, I got to check him out first.
I know that's right.
He's a sweetheart. He really is. He is a genius. A lot of people don't know how much he has done, other than Destiny's Child, other than Beyonce. He owns part of the star basketball team, the women's basketball team that won the championship last year.
Oh, wow.
He had his music label. He had a gospel music label, and all of the ones that were on Sunday Best were signed on his label. He's since sold it. I didn't know this myself. He has books, the DNA of Achievers. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff. He really does. He does public speaking. He's a professor. There's a lot of stuff.
Wow. Would you mind repeating the information again? Because this gentleman right here, Jeff, he said, can y'all put that info up one more again on repeat? Because he believes that information about the men's kind of, Facebook page and that empowerment thing is really important. He said, I do men's conferences, need to network. I wrote a book for men. I need to meet Dr. King. And so kudos to you, Jeff. But can you just kind of repeat where he can, locate you, your information, all that good old stuff? Yeah.
blackwomanempowered.org. There is a way to contact us on our page. So tell them, send me an email, and I will get back to them.
Absolutely. There you go, Jeff. Just send her an email and she will get, she's not just saying it. And look, she recorded right now. So she'll hold up her end of the deal, right? For sure. And so I just want to thank you for coming on. I mean, I think this was an excellent conversation. What else, before I let you go, what else do you believe that is very important and necessary for you to, acknowledge with the work that you're doing? That you believe that people need to know about, and we want to amplify that?
Well, this Wednesday, two things. Tuesday, Fox 59 is coming to my house to do a piece on me for Black History, which is major. They're in Indianapolis, and we will be sharing that link. On Wednesday, Dr. Knowles and I will be going live, and Kathleen Trigg-Jones, the woman that owns iWoman TV, will be doing an interview, so you can get all of the details of our launch. We're actually planning on launching our BW Business Network on in February. It's going to be huge because you'll actually get to interact with Dr. Knowles and some other famous people, real estate, health and wellness. I'm trying to think what else. Marketing, social media. You'll get to network with each other, people from all around the world. We have a wait list that is huge. People waiting to know when we're going to launch. But there's a lot. We have a Wealth Academy, a whole bunch of stuff. And I know I'm leaving something out, but there's so much opportunity when you join our business network, which will be launching in February.
Fantastic. You're so driven, and I think that, it's a testament, because I want to give you your flowers for the work that you have been doing, and I think, it's very necessary and it's very important, and of course, as a Black man, supporting, my sister's someone that I could look at you and say, like, wow, you remind me of, my family, right, and you are. You are the elder that we need to support and continue to uplift, because you are what empower us to continue, right? And so I just want to make sure that I put that out there right now, because I definitely want to give you your flowers, and thank you for supporting, the brothers also, and acknowledging that, because that's something that we struggle with. Yeah.
Well, if everyone will do their part, I know that we can help you all get to where you need to be, but it's a joint effort. Everyone has to get involved.
Fantastic. And before we let you go, can you just tell everyone one more time how they can get in contact with you, how they can find, I guess, any of your outlets? You can leave some emails, your socials. Again, we just want to make sure that everybody know how to get in contact with you, but also be a part. And I just want to throw this comment up because Jeff wanted to say thank you. Thank you for
You're
that.
welcome, Jeff. I look forward to hearing from you.
Absolutely. So why don't you tell everyone how they can get in contact with you, all that good old stuff? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's really simple. blackwomanempowered.org. All of our social media pages are down the bottom. You can actually go to our nonprofit page and make a donation. We need donations because we give them out, and every donation helps. No amount is too small. So it's blackwomanempowered.org. And you can actually join our business network from there too.
Fantastic. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Jacqueline King, we love you. We appreciate you. We want to always make sure we give you your flowers. We want to make sure that we always acknowledge our elders, acknowledge our people, acknowledge the women supporting men and men supporting the women. And this is something that we definitely have to do. There's no fighting over here. We do ask the hard questions, but, that's the only way that things can move, when you have that discourse, so we could try to find solutions.
Well, I thank you both, King and Queen, for having me. It is my pleasure. And maybe we can do something else in the future. I'm big on collaboration. And actually, believe it or not, Bishop T.D. Jakes has mentioned that he wants to collaborate with us. That's what we do. So you never know.
Yeah, T.D. Jakes is like he's like my mentor. He doesn't know it.
He's
yes. I have to have something from him. I have to hear something from him, like literally every day. So and we would be looking forward to any type of collaboration as well. So please keep in touch.
Thank you.
You have a good day. Have a good evening. And something that we always say is, once you come to the show, you're a friend to the show. So you're more than welcome to come on anytime.
Oh, don't say that now. You're like calling me up every week. I want to be on this week and that week. No,
well, we love to have
you.
We'll definitely love to have you. Anytime you're a friend to the show, we'd love to have you. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this.
What's going on, you guys? This is Bridget Kelly, and you are locked into We Talk Weekly.